And welcome back to The World Tonight. Malcolm X is a cultural icon widely celebrated for his pursuit of racial justice by any means necessary. Now, his groundbreaking efforts during the civil rights movement laid the groundwork for today's social justice organizations such as Black Lives Matter and Color of Change. Professor Ilyasah Shabazz is the third daughter of Malcolm X and Betty Shabazz. She is the author of the new book, The Awakening of Malcolm X. It is a powerful narrative account of his adolescent years and his time that he spent in jail. It's a fictionalized retelling that spotlights the relationships, the perspectives, and the lessons Malcolm learned from black men imprisoned with him and the love of his family that never abandoned him. Professor Shabazz, I'm honored to have you on the program tonight, and you're joining us now to talk about this book that you've written about your father. Listen, the Awakening of Malcolm X is a powerful narrative account of his role as an activist, even beginning in his adolescent years in jail. Can you explain, as the daughter of this iconic leader, why did you feel compelled to write this book?
Well, the legacy of Malcolm X continues to guide generations because he spoke truth, and we know that truth is timeless. He was an exemplar of morality and was unwavering in his commitment to bring about the human rights of all people across the globe. I think that the young life of my father, it has been inaccurate, and I wanted to show that, you know, contrary to people thinking that Malcolm went into jail and miraculously walked out as Malcolm X, it was the values that his parents instilled in him. His father was the president of the Marcus Garvey movement, the chapter president. He was also a Baptist minister. He was self-sufficient, very tall, upright young man, and that he purchased land that was reserved for whites only in the height of Jim Crow. And he was lynched. That his mother was the national recording secretary for this organization, very bright, brilliant woman who instilled particular values in her children. And it was really these values that enabled Malcolm, after running from his identity, running from being a black man in America during the height of Jim Crow, having thought that his father left him, his mother left him, and being in jail and finally coming to terms with the fact that his parents left him. These values they instilled just flourished. And, one of the great things that I learned while I was writing this book is my father was in jail as a very young man, and that he studied the dictionary, not because he couldn't read or write. He studied the dictionary because he was the star debater on the prison team, which debated Ivy League schools, Harvard, MIT, Boston University. And his debate on capital punishment echoed through the city of Boston because he was just that compelling as a young man. And so, he studied the dictionary so that he could understand the root words, the etymology, so he could be his best by any means necessary. And that is what he meant when he said by any means necessary, and understanding that his image was really given to us and created by the people that really did not.
It is a, you tell a fascinating story in this book about his life and how he impacted not only his own life in transforming himself while he was in prison, but going on to exemplify what we all should strive to be. And it also makes a statement, if you will, since you started the book with his time in prison. It shows what a man can accomplish even under the incarceration and coming out to never repeat it again, which states something about recidivism, because he wanted to do great things. Other men can follow his lead and his example. Is that what you're trying to convey to Black Americans now?
Absolutely, Mr. Wright. There are approximately 3 million people, and the number's growing, behind our prison walls today. And in 2012, the United States spent 81 billion taxpayer dollars on correction facilities. We didn't pay it on, invested in the high skyrocketing tuitions or academic programs, after school programs, but correction facilities. And these are the kinds of things that are happening to our young people. And it speaks to the necessity of us smart, forward thinking, radical, loving adults that need to participate in ensuring that their futures have much more promise than what our parents had.
And Professor Shabazz, what would your father say about the current conditions of today with regard to the racial division that we have in this country?
Well, listen, my father provided the biggest critique of America, and we came alive with his insistence that America lives up to her promise of liberty and justice for all. I am very proud of this generation. I know that my father would be, very proud of this Black Lives Matter movement. Look at what they did this past summer while we were all at home questioning our mortality, not understanding what this pandemic was, and yet forced to witness this horrific killing of George Floyd, and our young people quickly organized this march, this demonstration protest in this country. 50 states participated, 18 countries abroad proclaiming that Black Lives Matter, and people finally began to understand that Black power is not exclusionary. It simply says that we are at, the table. We are a part of the human family, and we demand liberty and justice that America proclaims for all.
Professor Shabazz, Ilyasah Shabazz, the daughter of Malcolm X, I thank you for joining us. It's an honor to have you. Before I close, I got to quote this. The most disrespected person in America is the Black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the Black woman. The most neglected person in America is the Black woman. Your father made that statement in 1962, and yet we've come full circle to see Black women lead this country in terms of the vote of 2020, in terms of what happened in Georgia, turning that state from red to blue, black and blue coming together. And I just want to thank you for stepping out on faith to honor your father's legacy with this powerful narrative. Thank you so much, Professor Shabazz.
Thank you.